Good morning, here are your answers for yesterday.
Good morning. Today we are going to be continuing our work on models and we're going to be using it to solve word problems where we're joining one or more sets to another set of objects. Okay, so I'm not going to use the bricks from today, I'm just going to use the bar. If you still would need to use some equipment, you of course can use that to help you. Okay, let's have a look then. Maya has 87 beads. Her friend gives her 78 more beads. How many beads does Maya have now? So when we draw the bar model, this time we know how many beads we start with, so we can label that already. Here's our starting beads, 87. So I'm going to say start, I'm going to put on there, so you know that that part is the starting beads. And then we know she has 78 more beads. So I'm going to add 78 here, and I'm going to put more, because that's her more beads, okay? So to work out how many she has altogether, we need to find the total. So you can see it's done here for you. I'm just going to go through it in a column as a reminder. So we'll do ones first. 7 ones add 8 ones is 15 ones, which is 1 10 and 5 ones. And then tens, we've got 8 tens and 7 tens and 1 10, which is 16 tens, which is 106 tens. So Maya has 165 beads. Let's have a look at another one and you can have a go at this one. Ty has 9 football cards. His cousin gives him 3 cards. His sister buys him another 6 cards. How many cards does Ty have altogether? So this one's a little bit different because there's more than 2 numbers to add together. You can see from the bar that they've labelled the 9 cards that Ty started with. There's another part of the block to represent the cousin's cards and another part of the block to represent the sister's cards. So now we end up with what calculation? How do we find the total? Please could you pause, have a go at working out the calculation and finding the answer, and then we'll come back together to share. Okay, so hopefully you said that to work out the total, we needed to do 9, add 3, add 6. Altogether, that makes 18. So Ty has 18 cards all together. Now, before we do some practice from you, I think we need to do a little bit more of our own. So this is what we're going to do today to work out our own calculations. So it says we have more stories to tell. Now it does say here you need objects from the classroom and you'd think of a story. Now if you're in school you might be able to do that. If you're at home, of course you can use objects from home. So I'm going to make one up for you using this example here. Then I'm going to do one with you and then I'm going to give you what you're going to be doing today. So let's see what story they've come up with for us. They've got 3 children there. They've got Jack, Millie and Omar, and they're using rulers. So here's their story. Jack has 8 rulers. Millie gives him 9 more rulers. Omar gives him another 5 rulers. How many rulers does Jack have now? So if I were to draw this as a bar, here's my total bar. Jack has 8 rulers. So I'm going to say that this is Jack's part of the bar. And there are 8 rulers in Jack's section. Millie gives him 9 more. So this is Millie's part of the bar, and that's 9. Omar gives him another 5 rulers. So that's that. So what we need to do is find the total. So we need to add these numbers together. 8, add 9, add 5, and however you work out that, the answer is 22. So the answer to the story or the problem is Jack has 22 rulers. Okay, so you can see what we've done. We've taken some characters, you can use your friends or your family. We've taken some objects you might be able to find, and we've made them into a problem of our own. So let me do one and then you can do one as well. Okay, I'm going to use pens because I've got lots of pens here. So here's my pens. and I'm going to use me and my children because they're at home with me. So let's have a look then. So there's me and I've got 2 children. So there'll be 3 people all together and we're going to have pens. So let's start with me. Mrs. Brown, and I'm just going to shorten that to Mrs. B, has 14 pens. Okay? Jacob gives her 7 more pens. Isaac finds 4 pens and gives them to Mrs. Brown. How many pens does Mrs. Brown have now? Okay, there we go. There's my problem. So now I'm going to draw my bar. Here it is. Here's all my pens. Here's the ones I started with. There were 14 of those. And then Jacob gave me 7 more. So we need to put those there. And Isaac gave me 4 more. So we need to put those there. Okay, so how do I work out the total? Well, I need to add those together. 14, add 7, add 4. So altogether, that's 25. So Mrs. Brown has 25 pens all together. Right, now you're going to do one. So I'll make up the problem again for you.
So my problem is going to be using my rabbits and guinea pigs and carrots because that's what they like to eat. So Nia ate 8 carrots. Lloyd ate 4 carrots. And then Sensei Wu ate 6 carrots. So I want us to work out how many carrots they ate all together.
Okay, so here we go. Here's my bar to represent my carrots. These are the carrots that Nia the rabbit ate. There are 8. These are the 4 that Lloyd ate, the guinea pig. And then this bit represents the 6 carrots that the other rabbit, Sensei Wu, ate. So we've got 8, add 4, add 6. So to find the total, we add those together. Now I know that 4 and 6 are number bonds to 10, so that's 10 and 8 more makes 18. So they ate 18 carrots altogether. Okay, pause, have a go at a little problem of your own. Write the actual story, draw the bar model, and then work out the answer to the question. Okay, your task today then is to do some of these calculations. So just find the right page for you. So same thing there where you're adding objects on. The first couple, the bar model is drawn for you, and the next 2, there is no bar model, you have to draw your own. If you do finish before the end of the lesson, you can go back to writing your own stories and maybe swap with somebody else at home or at school to solve your problems, and then I'll be back tomorrow with your answers.